Let's bring in our first guest today, Congressman Andy Barr. He represents Kentucky's 6th District, which includes Lexington. He also serves on the House Financial Services Committee. Congressman, great to see you.
John, good to be with you.
According to a new Pew Research Center survey, when it comes to America's outlook on the coronavirus, 65% say Trump's response was too slow. 66% say they are concerned about lifting restrictions too soon. What's driving these numbers?
Well, first of all, I think it's disgraceful that anyone would try to politicize this issue in the middle of a national crisis like this. The truth of the matter is the president acted decisively in January by closing down the borders with China and preventing travel from China. He should be applauded for that. And instead, left-wing media pundits and the Democrats have criticized the president instead of actually giving him credit. In fact, at the time, many on the left criticized the president's decision, and then his later early decision to close off travel from the second hotspot, Europe, is to be credited. Look, nobody could foresee the level that this pandemic reached, and in fact, we are now learning that China engaged in a cover-up that prevented the international community, including the United States, from knowing the gravity of this when they could have prevented this catastrophe.
Yeah, new information about China's negligence in this whole situation seems to leak out every single day. Congressman, there's another aspect about this I wanted to see if you could set straight for us. There's a ProPublica report making the rounds today that claims that fiscal restraints imposed by Republicans in Congress in the early years of the Obama administration prevented expenditure of hundreds of millions of dollars to prepare for a pandemic. We've also reported this week about other opportunities that previous administrations had missed to get this right. But what's your reaction to this report here that Republicans are being blamed for, preparing for a pandemic?
Well, again, this report is being animated by partisans. This is not a time for partisanship or blaming the other party. The time is now to come together as a country in a bipartisan way and focus on this virus and fixing this virus and fixing the resulting economic shutdown. And if you want to blame anyone, we should be focused as a country, not as Republicans and Democrats, but as Americans, on the lies that China perpetuated, their cover-up, their underreporting, their manipulation and weaponization of the supply chain. That's where our energy should be focused. But look, it's just totally inaccurate. It's inconsistent with the factual record about Republicans when we were in charge of the Congress on appropriations related to preparedness. Since 2015, Republican Congresses increased funding by 24% for the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control. In terms of the Strategic National Stockpile, over the last 5 years, the Congress has appropriated an increase in funding of 32% for the Strategic National Stockpile, and infectious disease response received an increase in funding 70%. So any of these reports are partisan, politically motivated, and just really uncalled for in this time where we should be coming together as a country.
Yeah, there's be plenty of time for the blame game. Meanwhile, it would be nice if we could get this clean bill passed for this $250 billion that small businesses need. We know you're working on that, Congressman. We thank you for your time.